Welcome to this show. Tonight in our program, one more time we're going to make another landscape. For a while we were doing different art forms, and now we come back again to the landscape. The landscape tonight we're going to make is what you see here in the background. There is a nice fresh plain air, and we have a nice clouds up there and beautiful colors in the bottom and some range of tree. Very simple, very easy to do, and it is impressionistic. As you see, the brush strokes is very rough, bold, not very precise little detail, just fast what we see and bring on the canvas. So let's start. I have a canvas here that I'm going to put this canvas here. This is a white canvas. It's a virgin canvas. Now we're going to make a nice painting on that. As you saw in the painting that I showed you, I use tape blue for the sky, and then it's some phthalo blue, and there we go. This is diluted, add a little white in it. Then I leave some area open for the, as you see, the brush stroke is very bold. And the corner, usually we put a little dark paint in the corner. Then I come here. I just want to leave some area open for the clouds. Then we have like almost 1/4 of the canvas with the land, the rest would be the sky. See, I don't paint like this, like painting the door. I go the strokes every other direction. Gray, it's a kind of a natural gray. I'm going to use it for here, and I'm going to use it for some area that I'm going to put some clouds. Gray and white, just random, as it is in the nature, you know. There is a random way of things in nature. Nothing is organized. One that I'm going to use to warm it up. So I have a little magenta. I mix it with the gray, and I give a kind of colors here and there. That's what our type of our program is. Everybody is an artist, and I strongly believe in that. Everybody can do this. I'm gonna do the sky just like that, very nice and wild, bold. If I had time at the end of my program, then I can come up with some more touch-up to make it more prettier. But as is right now, it's pretty enough. Now, come with some green. This is ochre green, or somehow sap green. And I have a little blue here. So I use this phthalo blue and sap green together to make it dark color. Then I come here and just dab the brush like so for the darker color that we have for the trees here. As you see, so far I'm using one brush all the way to this point. And as you see, I put the corner of the brush in some part, and some part it is a whole brush going there. As you know, in the nature, trees are not very organized. They are just like some branch going kind of a crazy different direction, and the others hanging, you know. We try to imitate the nature. Painting is nothing but the imitation of the nature. Our model is the nature. We look at the nature and start doing painting. Now, with the same dark color that I have, this is actually, I am just blocking the trees here. So, as you see, this is going here. Now I'm going to make the chisel edge. If camera shows here the palette, I make this paint like this and make the brush like a chisel edge, straight. I get the paint here. Now I can put the stem or trunk of the trees in a random way. I load it again, and as I said, it is just in a random way. You put the chisel edge of the brush like so. Okay. Now I take a little yellow, add to this yellow, and start, say, for instance, light coming from this direction. So we go a little lighter colors in some places. I add a little yellow and white to the mixture that I have here, and put a little light colors in some left side of it, because the light coming from the left side in this instance, but you can have it coming from the other direction if you wish. That's up to you. You are the creator, and you can put it in all, just tapping the corner of the brush. This is a big brush we are using for this thing, and we need to work with the corner. You know, you work with the corner of the brush with the chisel edge brush. You just use the brush any other direction for some special kind of application. With the background color, I mean with the dark color that we have on the trees, I just turn it the other side and try to get the clean part coming up. I guess that's pretty good. Now, with the same color that we have here, we come here and fill up the bottom part of the painting. Then I use different colors that I have here. little more green, which is sap green or ochre green. Usually sap green is in an oil paint, but I don't know why in acrylic they call it ochre green, but that's what it is anyway. They are very close color, like yellow ochre and yellow Mars, and colors. Some colors are really very close from the same family. Now I push my brush upward a little bit to give a texture of the plant. If I go all horizontally, it's going to have an effect of the water almost. But when we go upward like that, it gives a texture of the plant. Deep magenta and this green that I had here, and I try to put some colors in here, which indication of the shadow of the trees here. Those things would be covered pretty soon. Just putting there to indication of the, to indicate that we have some shadow of the color, because the light coming from that direction, so we would have the shadows here. Now we're going to put all different kind of the yellows and every other colors everywhere, you know, to make it nice, colorful fields of the flowers and weeds and grass and all those nice plants that grows in the wild. I'm going to get a little orange. This is cad orange or cadmium orange, and this is cadmium yellow that I used before. And I'm going to use all these colors in different directions and different planes. And remember, when I'm putting this color over the other colors here, this must be a little impasto, so-called in painting techniques, they call it impasto. Means that thick layers of paint that you apply there. It's not just, as I rubbed here, very thin layers or in some area here. But when you put the thick layers like in the edge of the clouds, this is kind of what they call it, impasto paint. And soon I'm going to use some little reddish tone, little purplish, and make it to look right. As you see, the one that I put out there, a piece like so that we have here, it is closer. I don't put a piece like that in the background, so that gives you depth then. If there is a big piece here, I try to fade it. I try to make it smaller, as you know, the piece must be smaller in the background, because things in the far distance looks smaller. With this, and I'm going to use a little reddish here, a little reddish there. There, and I guess we are coming to the almost end of our program, because 20-some minutes is not enough for painting, but we try to make it. It's pretty good. I hope you enjoyed it. It's very simple, very easy. Little clouds, little sky, little trees, and little landscape. That's not difficult. Everybody is an artist, and I believe in that. Thank you very much for joining me. See you later. Bye-bye.